Clause 19, climate budget tagging and public expenditure review.
Clause 19, climate change. Okay, clause 19, climate budget tagging and public expenditure review. Committee?
No amendment.
It is proposed that clause 19, climate budget tagging and public expenditure review stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 20, climate mobility framework.
Clause 20, climate mobility framework, Chair.
No amendment.
It is proposed that clause 20, climate mobility framework stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 21, national greenhouse gas inventory.
Clause 21, national greenhouse gas inventory. It is proposed that clause 21, national greenhouse gas inventory stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 22, nationally determined contributions.
Clause 22, national determined, contribution. Okay, nationally determined contribution, or the NDC. It is proposed that clause 22, nationally determined contribution NDP stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. NDC. You. Clerk, yes, let's proceed. We voted. Clerk, please proceed.
'23, sector-specific targets and mitigation measures.
It is proposed that clause 23, sector-specific targets and mitigation measures stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
24, clause 24, just transition framework.
It is proposed that clause 24, just transition framework stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 25, mainstreaming climate change.
Clause 25. Committee, you have something? Yes, please go ahead.
Proposed amendments. Okay. Chair, it is agreed to stand that this clause stand part of the bill with the following amendments. That is to add the words and mainstream after the word integrate in line 1. The clause shall now
Honorable members, in line 1.
Yes. The clause shall read as, the government shall progressively integrate and mainstream climate change consideration into its national policies, plans, programs, and budgeting processes.
They wrote it for you. It is proposed that clause 25, mainstreaming climate change as amended, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 27, climate change education and awareness.
No, 26. 26.
Clause 26, gender responsive climate action.
It is proposed that clause 26, gender response climate action, the member for Opasalu.
Yes, at the end of one, there needs to be a full stop or a colon on the 26(1).
Dotted, yes. It is proposed that clause 26, gender responsive climate actions with amendment stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 27, climate change education and awareness.
Clause 27, climate change education and awareness.
There's just a small one there.
Who is that? Yeah,
Willie.
you should request the mic.
Willie East.
Yes, Willie, go ahead.
27(2), this third line, where you say leverages behavioral science and partners. I think what they want to say is to partner with the arts and cultural sector. So it should be partner.
The multi-communication, the National Climate Change Department shall develop and implement continuous national awareness campaign.
Yeah, and partner.
Yes, it's okay now. I seize the mic from you. Operationalized through a multilingual communication strategy that leverages behavioral science and partner with the S. To remove the S. It is proposed that clause 27, climate change education and awareness, as amended, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 28, framework for carbon rights.
Clause 28, framework for carbon rights. Chair, it is proposed that clause 28, framework for carbon rights, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 29, public access to climate-related data, information, and reports.
Clause 29, public access to climate-related data,
please.
information, and reports.
We have amendment.
No.
Yes. It's not. It's omitted from there, but it's here.
Send it.
Oh yes. Okay. Go ahead. Clause 20.
I'll send you this. Okay. Chair. Clause 28, public access to climate-related. Twenty-nine.
Clause 29, public access to climate-related data, information, and reports, agreed to form part of the bill with the following amendment. 1. Amend this section, which shall now read as. You amending 29(1). Where? Okay, 29, they want it to read. The proposal should be 1.
Can I read it? No. Yeah.
You know, okay. No. Okay. 29, public access to climate-related data, information, and reports. They want it to read as follows. You will have 1, 2, not so?
So we are proposing an amendment to create 2 other subsections.
Because they said what they are proposing, it should be the department shall establish and maintain transparent and accessible systems to guarantee public access to climate-related data, information, and reports, including through proactive publication on publicly available platforms and media, the National Climate Information Portal, and local level sensitization forums. The department shall ensure that such information is made available in a timely, user-friendly, and non-discriminatory manner, including through translation into local languages.
Hello, Chair.
Additionally, they want to create subsection 2 under the clause, which shall read as follows. That should be 1. And subsection 2 should be, the minister, in consultation with the department, shall make regulations establishing mechanisms that ensure the access of climate information and strengthening of meteorological and hydrological services and infrastructure. Yeah? That's what they want to be 29 now. Are you okay, honorable members?
Yeah,
okay.
From our end, we are
It is proposed that clause 29, as amended, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those, huh? Minister said no.
I have an objection to it. The first one, where we mention the department shall establish and maintain transparent and accessible system to guarantee public access to climate-related data, information, and report, includes through proactive publication on publicly available platforms and media. And then it goes on, where we are saying user-friendly and non-discriminating manner, including through translations into local languages. I think that one should go. User-friendly needs to be, will have to be explicitly explain what is user-friendly. And if we say non-discriminatory, of course, we already have a Communication and Information Act, and including through translation into local languages. We don't have our national document translated into local languages. So we don't have to put things that we cannot do, meaning that we have to translate this document
So,
into.
so you want it to stop in a timely manner.
Yes.
Honorable Minister, if you read that, if you read the justification, it simplifies it, limited to only media. So
Now, what is she suggesting? They agree, this is agreement, but the last line, she want it to go on one, last line, and then from user-friendly onwards should be deleted. Committee,
it's fine.
are
Accepted.
you fine with that?
Yeah, yeah.
Shane, you understand? We should go.
And also, I think we already expunged where we said in consultation with the department, the minister shall make regulation establishing mechanism that ensure the access of climate information and strengthening of. No need to put consultation as we did. Okay.
No need to consult.
Okay. Now we discussed the same thing.
It's the powers.
Initially, we discussed the same thing. Whether you put consultation or not, the minister will have to consult with relevant authorities.
Yeah.
So we just remove the.
And second, you have to
Yes.
Majority leader.
So the department, of course, must be the lead because the lead technical.
You know,
support.
are you on two? The minister in consultation with the department, they want in consultation with the department to be deleted. To say the minister shall make regulation establishing mechanism that ensures the access of climate information and strengthening of meteorological and hydrological services and infrastructure. It is proposed that clause 29 as amended stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk?
Again, sorry, because I was trying to, what we put here, meteorological. This is under the Department of Fisheries. Are we mandated to look into meteorological? This is, yes, meteorological and hydrological. This is separately under another ministry. Fisheries and energy, water resources.
No, she cannot make regulation for the Ministry of Fisheries. Now, the minister shall make regulation establishing mechanism that ensures access of climate information. Full stop. Access of climate information. Full stop. Or we delete the whole. Or we delete the whole list.
Don't fall there within 10:40.
No, I think we should delete the whole two, Minister. I think we should delete sub two.
That's fine. I think we should delete it.
We should delete sub two because we are telling her to make regulation for the Ministry of Water Resources.
Definitely. Strengthening, yeah, I think we should delete it.
That's why I said she wants us to delete that one because that is not under her purview. Yes. It is so we'll delete two. Sub two. Yeah. We have to do the procedure. So anyone can move a motion. Yes. The member for Jimara, go ahead to move a motion.
Chair, I move that we rescind our earlier decision on clause
Any second?
subsection 2.
Use your mic. Kiang West.
Seconded.
It has been moved and seconded that we rescind our earlier decision on 29. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, read 29. Let's vote on that.
Yeah, clause 29. Public access to climate-related data, information, and reports.
It is proposed that clause 29, public access to climate-related data, information, and reports as amended, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Clause 30. National Climate Safeguards Framework.
Clause
Amendment.
30, National Climate Safeguards Framework.
We have amendment.
Clause 30. Yes,
It is
Chair.
proposed that clause 30 stand part of the bill with the following amendment. This section should be redrafted as follows. The department, in consultation with local government authorities, the Youth Climate Advisory Committee, line ministries, line agencies, and other relevant stakeholders, shall develop and publish a national climate safeguard framework to ensure all climate actions under this act are equitable and socially just, taking into account communities and stakeholders' feedback.
Now, committee, you are calling on the Climate Advisory Committee. Minister, are you following? Yeah, please, order here. What the committee is proposing is for the department in consultation with local government authorities. Youth climate. Yeah, okay, it's good. I thought they wanted other ministries to do that. Yes, yes. Member who is?
Yes, Chair, I don't think what they add there, I don't think that is necessary because it's already captured. Every climate action goes down to the regions. So once you say climate, all climate actions is also inclusive of communities and all that. So there is no need to really put that, I don't think. You understand what I'm saying?
But it's not bad also. I think it's good like this. I thought they were requesting the other department, but because they said the department in consultation, or the better still, instead of department should be the ministry. Because the ministry. Because for me, shall develop and publish a national climate safeguard. Okay, it's good. The department, no problem.
Chair.
For the ministry, but it's good. Yes,
Yes.
Kantora.
There is no harm in adding these things. It's just make it reader friendly and also more comprehensive. It's more comprehensive now and explicit as well.
Yes, Minister, I saw you. Okay. It is proposed that clause 30, as amended, national climate safeguard framework, as amended, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. You got it. This is the one. Yes, Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 31. Mandatory climate-related reporting by entities.
It is proposed that clause 31, mandatory climate-related reporting by entities, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 32. International communications and reporting obligations.
Clause 32, international communications and reporting obligations. It is proposed that clause 32, international communications and reporting obligations, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 32.
33.
Astaghfirullah. Clause 33. Establishment of the Gambia National Climate Change Fund.
Clause 33, establishment of the Gambia Climate Change Fund. It is proposed that clause 33, establishment of the Gambia Climate Change Fund, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 34, guiding principles for climate finance.
Clause 34, guiding principle for climate finance. It is proposed that Clause 34, guiding principle for climate finance stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 35, legal basis and purpose of the fund.
Clause 35, legal basis and purpose of the fund. It is proposed that Clause 35, legal basis and purpose of the fund stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 36, governance of the fund.
Clause 36, governance of the fund. Committee, quickly.
Yes,
address that.
with the following amendments. One, include a representative of National Environment Agency as part of the board, especially because they serve as focal point for the GEF fund.
What is GEF?
Environment Fund, Global Environment
Is it-
Facility. Global Environment
It's
Facility.
GEF. It's the
GEF.
Global Environment Facility.
Okay, and the Director of Climate Finance should serve as secretariat to the fund instead of the National Climate Change Department. So clause
You're
3.
getting their proposal.
3, similarly,
I'm asking
eh,
this if he's
Chair.
getting their proposal.
okay, so listen. 3, similarly, a representative of local government authorities, one official from GALDA
Why?
should also be explicitly indicated.
Are you people following majority leader?
4, a new subclause 4 should be inserted and shall read as
This one is represented in the funds, financial provision. Why do you need all these people? Why do you need all these people in the financial provision?
We don't need Galga. They are not
Why
experts.
what are these people? Why do you need them there?
And second thing, I'm not having any issue with Galga, but Galga is not established by an act of parliament.
No,
majority.
No,
It's an
Can we-
association.
no,
can
that
we-
debate for another time, not today. No.
Chair.
So no, not debate.
No,
for
can
that.
we exhaust everything? Then we can.
Yes, go ahead.
begin on-
Galga out. Clark,
Yeah.
No. You are too.
Okay, go ahead. Yes, continue.
So
No,
5,
second,
the Directorate of Climate Finance.
Not him. No, I'm talking. No, that's why I stopped him. I said this one. Okay, go ahead.
Billy.
Yes, Chair, go
The
ahead.
Directorate of Climate Finance, in collaboration with the National Climate Change Department, shall be responsible for the day-to-day management of the
listen to
fund.
what they say, so that when they finish, you don't agree, then you
5.
advise the minister and advise us. But
Chair,
when they are reading them and you are engaging in distracting the minister, you don't understand. You'll be
Yeah.
going back and forth.
okay.
Go ahead.
Thank you for that. 5, is this 5 or 6? Moreover, under clause 36, sub 6, the term annual climate,
You should always go this way. You should not walk through this.
the term annual climate action progress report should be reviewed as there is no such report currently.
Honorable members, are you
36.
following? Yes, go ahead.
Yes, that's all.
That's all. Honorable members and honorable minister, are you following? Now, what they are saying, when you look at on clause 36, governance of the fund, to govern the fund, they want, because here what you have, there is established by this act the board of fund responsible for the fund's overall policy, oversight, and strategic direction. The board shall comprise 10 members appointed by the president on the recommendation of the minister and shall include a representative of the ministry responsible for finance and economic affairs, that's given, a representative of the ministry as the vice chair, okay, 3 representatives of government. Then these 3, government will look at the relevant stakeholders, relevant institution, because it can, chair, you cannot do that. You propose people you are talking. No, you have to listen, because I told everybody, even the minister people, I said they should listen to you. The chair is being distracted, so people should listen. Representative of government, because any other relevant institution at any particular given time, government will appoint these 3 among those institutions necessary. 1 representative from the private sector, 1 representative from the academia, and 3 representatives of vulnerable groups, including women, youth, and persons with disability. This is perfect. Now, what your proposal is to include Jeff, the Director of Climate Finance, should also serve as Secretariat, and the institution of the National Climate Change Department, subclause 3, a representative from Galga. New sub should be inserted and shall read as the Director of Climate Finance in collaboration with the National Climate Change Department shall be responsible for the day-to-day running of the fund. 5, moreover, under clause 36.6, the term annual climate action progress report should be reviewed as there is no such report. But I think what you have in the bill is better than what you are proposing. What you have in the bill is more inclusive, more distinct than what you are proposing. Yes, majority.
You have just picked the right wording from my mouth. To be honest, this amendment should not stand part of this the bill. Because you are just balloting the composition for no reason. And already, this your Jeff, whatever you call it, and listen, government has 3 slots which they will look who are relevant to this particular thing and they will appoint. Why balloting this unnecessarily? So to be honest, I don't think this recommendation by the committee should stand.
Yes, Ken West.
It's even better as drafted in the bill than the committee work.
And also, there will be...
Let's hear from the minister.
The minister responsible for financial by regulation prescribe the detailed operational and governance framework for the funds. And also the board is required to develop, publish, and gazette a comprehensive operational manual for the fund within 12 years. 12 months. I think all these things can incorporate this. Otherwise, we will just tend to put down things that are going to tie our hands in the future.
Yes, Ken West.
Okay, Honorable Chair, you know, when you task us a work, we went to consult and invited stakeholders, including the ministry and other institutions who matters to the subject matter. So it's from that consultation where these issues arise. And looking at the importance of the local councils as well, as important as we are as the National Assembly, councils are also very important because they are the ones who are interacting with the grassroots on a daily basis. So matters that we are dealing with here affects that grassroots. Without that grassroots, we're going to have issues. So this is why we feel that for local authorities to also be represented, not only at the periphery, but also at the central level. So this is why we are bringing them here, but not on anything, because we invited stakeholders and these were reviewed several times with them. So we believe for people to be represented, we bring in councils too.
Order, honorable members, order. You see, we want to thank you. That is why when Parliament assign people to do on their behalf and they come here, we take ownership of all that you have. That is why most of your recommendation has been accepted by the whole committee. So at times, sometimes because it's a wider committee now, they may agree to disagree. And then the reason why we don't say once you are here, whatever you said is final, is because sometimes even committee members, other people can come, they may influence based on so, and then, you know, and secondly, when you look at the bill, what is on the bill so far, if you look at them, the youth are represented, the women, disability, and 3. You know, local council, you know, this one is a national one. It's, you know, we are trying to have an autonomous local district. So if you want to get the ministries involved in the management of the local authorities, you defeat the purpose. If you want to get also the local authorities also to be part of the managing of the ministry, you also defeat the purpose. So we have to be very, this is not, this one. No?
I mean, we've suggested a few options, few additions as, you know, to sit at the board. So those are the ones that I ask you to read. I can agree with you that...
You know, the way it is, it's better than putting in, you know, what you people are adding, you know, you are making it very complex. You are, in fact, administering. You want to administer this thing because you are telling them The Directorate of Climate Finance should serve as the Secretariat of the fund instead of the National Climate Change Department. And you said a representative from the National Environment Agency as part of the board, especially because they serve as focal point for the GEF. The Director of Climate Finance, in collaboration with the National Climate Change Department, shall be responsible for the day-to-day management of the fund. Moreover, in clause 36, the annual term, and then also you said, similarly, a representative of the local government authorities, one official from Galga should also be explicitly indicated. You know,
Honorable Chair, you are right. We can compromise that one and remove that one. But when you say the Directorate of Climate Finance shall serve as the Secretariat of the fund, those ones are very much correct because that's where the funds will be sitting. Yes, those ones are very, but we can remove these other representations that you
that's
have.
fine. Then we will only add that one, huh? The Directorate, okay, read it again.
Can you?
Okay,
Chair,
it's
can you
here. The Directorate of Climate Finance should serve as the Secretariat of the fund. Is that okay? That one you added there. Then he said it should be in collaboration. It should be in collaboration. You add in collaboration. Is there? Okay, then that's fine. Yes. Yes. Willis, yes, Bobo. Yeah, I'll come to it.
No, just where they say person with disabilities. We should capture it as persons with disabilities. We should put an S on that person.
Person with?
Persons.
I should be S.
Yes.
Okay, he wants us to add S to persons.
Yes, that's the caption.
Member for Cantora?
It's just to justify.
No, don't justify.
No.
Don't justify.
No. This is a technical committee.
You wanted, you got it. Don't justify. Okay. Clerk, it is proposed that clause 36, governance of the fund. It is proposed that clause 36, governance of the fund as amended, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 37, proceedings of the board.
It is proposed that clause 37, proceeding of the board. Chair, quickly.
Yes, I agree to stand at part of the bill with correction for consistency purposes under subsection.
Okay, instead of committee to board.
Yeah.
To change it where the words committee appear, it should be changed to board for consistency purpose and wherever they appear. It is proposed that clause 37, proceeding of the board as amended, replacing committee with the board wherever it appears, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 39, eligibility criteria for assessing funds.
Clause 39. Clause 38. Eligibility criteria for accessing the funds. It is proposed that clause 38, eligibility criteria for accessing funds, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 39, financial operations of the fund.
Clause 39, there are financial operation of the fund. They have some amendment. Chair?
Yes.
Quickly.
The term Public Finance Management Act should read as Public Finance Legislation. The term Public Finance Management Act should read as Public Finance Legislation.
Why? The Public Finance Act. You want to amend it here? No, you cannot amend. No.
So
order. Why do you want to amend the Public Finance Act?
Yes,
here?
let me answer your question, Chair. Let me answer the question. He asked the question.
There is nothing like Public Finance Management Act. It's just Public Finance Act. There's nothing like Public Finance Management Act. So what we have is, so the amendments should be in place here.
He's saying the amendment, instead of Public Finance Act, it should be Public Finance Legislation.
Instead of Public Finance Management Act.
Yes.
You don't have Public Finance Management Act.
No,
Okay,
Chair.
it should be Public Finance Act.
No.
Public Finance Legislation.
Yes, their recommendation is actually apt. I think it's excellent.
Is
So-
it public finance? No management.
Legislation, which means any legislation dealing with public
Any
finance.
legislation that
Okay,
comes
no
into-
management.
Yeah.
Yes.
No management.
It should be no management.
No management, you put legislation.
It should be public finance legislation. As earlier on when we said it could be a lot of legislation. It is proposed that clause 39, financial operation of the fund as amended stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 40, minimum national contribution.
It is proposed that clause 40, minimum national contribution stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed quickly. 41. Clerk, please.
Clause 41, national climate finance strategy.
Amendment.
Clause 41, national climate finance strategy. Clerk, chair quickly.
Yes, we propose to replace the term environmental levy, environmental levy in clause 41, subclause 2A, to greenhouse emission levy and other domestic instruments to establish the source of funding.
Minister, are you people in agreement? Insert environment levy to greenhouse emission.
Yes, greenhouse emission levies and other domestic instruments to establish it.
Are you in agreement?
Yes, national environment, the NAMA is also handling
is-
some of the environment.
It is proposed that clause 41, national climate finance strategy, stands part of the bill as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
On 40, we have a minimum contribution.
On 41.
Yeah, I know. The minimum contribution from the government. I just want to remind them that they need to create those budget line items in the budget.
So that, yes.
Yeah, otherwise, when we come to do the budget session, we'll find it very difficult.
He's helping you. He wants you to create a budget line
Yeah,
so that, during
so that
the
we'll
budget,
capture it.
they will get the money.
Yeah, so that when
You know,
we get it, we know.
he's a money expert. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 42, information for mobilization.
Clause 42, information for mobilization. It is proposed that clause 42, information for mobilization, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, clause 43.
Clause 43,
It's part work.
climate financing instruments.
Clause 43, climate financing structure. Instruments. It is proposed that clause 43, climate financing instruments, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 44, private sector engagement strategy.
Clause 44,
Yeah.
private sector engagement strategy.
We have
On
issues.
44, committee. Committee, go ahead.
Yes, this clause 44.
You want to delete it?
Yeah, it's agreed not to stand as part of the bill.
All right, Willis, you have the floor.
I was thinking 44, since this is the bill for the environment,
44, yes. Go ahead.
we are in 44.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. I'm saying, you are saying here the ministry responsible for trade. It's like should be the leading ministry to trigger this legislation. But I was thinking it should be the Ministry of Climate Change
No,
in collaboration with the Ministry of Trade.
No, Willis. They said they are deleting it.
Huh?
They said they are deleting it.
They are?
They
They are
said they are
deleting the
deleting it
entire
completely.
clause.
You are not listening.
It's deleted
Yes.
in the report.
Yes.
Ah.
It is proposed that. Well, now what do we do? It is proposed that clause 44, private sector engagement strategy as amended for deletion, stands part of the bill. Oh, I don't know what. Expunge from the bill. It's an amendment. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Deleted.
Clause 45, mandatory climate-related financial disclosures.
Because the table office and the draftman, they will do the numbering later on. Yes. Clause 45, Order, honorable members, it is proposed that clause 45, mandatory climate-related financial disclosures stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 46, National Green Taxonomy.
Clause 46, National Green Taxonomy.
Amendment.
Yes, Chair.
Okay. It is agreed to stand as part of the bill with amendment. One, to correct the subtitle of the clause as National Green or Transition Taxonomy. This should also take effect in line 3 of the clause. Two, additionally, since the term minister is already defined as minister responsible for climate change, it is therefore agreed to maintain the word minister and expunge the subsequent word responsible for the climate change and the National Climate Change Department.
Well, honorable members, are you following? It's good. They want to include transition to taxonomy. And then also, instead of the minister responsible for the climate change and National Climate Change Department, they say the minister, because the minister is responsible. In the event that if climate and this thing is transferred to Ministry of Water Resources, what do? The minister will still be the Minister for Water Resources. Yes, when you define, okay, the minister is the person responsible for climate. Yes, okay, that's okay. It is proposed that clause 46, National Green Taxonomy as amended stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 47, Environmental Tribunal.
Is it close now? It is proposed that clause 47, Environmental Tribunal.
Yes, we have amendment.
Chair, quickly run us through your amendment, quickly.
Yes, that the National Environment Management Agency Bill, which is currently under review, already established a national and environmental code. The committee therefore recommends that this section is expunged to transfer to the environment code stated under NEMA Act or NEMA Bill, and change the name code in the NEMA Bill to tribunal.
There is a National Environment Management Bill. So you want to remove this. But you can still leave it. If things are not captured there, is the same. It's not bad. Huh? That's why I mean, that's not I'm indicating. Huh? Minister, what do you think? Yes, yes, Kiang West?
Yes, you have National Environment Code has explicitly talked about matters and including this, what we have here. So this is what is taking care of all of this. So this
okay with it?
We are instead moving it under that one. That's why if you look at the justification, that's what committee suggests.
Yes. So if these things this thing remain here.
You agree with the amendment? It is proposed that clause 47, Environmental Tribunal as amended stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. 48. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 48, locus standi, right to bring an action.
It is proposed that clause 48, locus standi, right to bring an action stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Yes, clerk, let's proceed quickly, my friend.
Clause 49, alternative dispute resolution mechanisms.
Clause 29, alternative dispute resolution. It is proposed that clause 49, alternative dispute resolution mechanism stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 50, general offenses, penalties, and connected matters.
Clause 50, general offenses, penalties, and connected matters. It is proposed that clause 50, general offenses, penalties, and connected matters stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 51, additional orders by the court.
It is proposed that clause 51, additional orders by the court stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Oh, you want something? Where? You will always put off your mic if you want something because they have. I have a report saying they have no amendment in this.
29.
Order there, honorable members. Order.
29.
Yes.
Because
Because
when we finish, we'll come back.
Page 29. Close 29.
Wait.
The one we passed last year.
No.
When we finish, we'll come there. Note it down. When we finish, we come there.
We come
29. She has something on 29.
no, not 20, 49. I'm hungry.
49.
I'm scared.
We are now in
49.
53. Okay, note it down.
Not it down. Oh, we are done.
Clerk, let's proceed.
Neglect it, because
52.
49.
Clause 52, enforcement of the act.
They are referencing
Clause
this bill.
52, enforcement of the act. It is proposed that clause 52. Yeah, whenever you have, you just say yes, yes, chair. You put off the mic and say yes, chair, because there's what I have is no amendment. So you always put off the mic and say, chair, I want something. Clause 52, enforcement of the act, no, sir. It is proposed that clause 52, enforcement of the act, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it, clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 53, powers of enforcers.
Clause 53, power of enforcers. It is
Yes.
proposed that yes, powers.
Yes. The following amendment, agree to stand with part of the bill with the an amendment to redraft the section, which I'll read as follows.
They have proposed for a redraftment or to redraft the section, and they have redrafted it as follows. Let's hear it.
Okay. Any duly authorized officer may enter any premises to conduct inspection, require the production of documents, and take samples, and issue enforcement notices or stop order to ensure compliance with the Criminal Procedure Code 2025. The justification, if I may read.
No, no justification. Following. Honorable members, you know, in the bill 53, powers of enforcement reads in the bill 1. Power of enforcers. Any duly authorized officer may enter any premises to conduct inspections, require the production of documents and take samples, and issue enforcement notices or stop orders to ensure compliance with this act. That's what they have in the bill. Now, in their proposal is to read any duly authorized officer may enter any premises to conduct inspection is the same, require the production of documents is the same, and take samples the same, and issue enforcement notices or stop enforcement notices is the same, or stop orders is the same, to ensure compliance with this act is the same. But they said instead of wait, order, listen there. You have in the bill is compliant with this act, but for them they are saying in compliance with the Criminal Procedure Code of 2025. No, honorable members, you are making law for this act. They should ensure compliance with this act. Any other criminal thing or order, can you please end your meeting there? Meeting, yes, please. No, migrate back to your seat. Serekunda, go back to your seat, please. No. Okay, because yes, just go back. When you finish, okay, go back to your seat. No, go back to your seat. So all the penalties or all the offenses that are prescribed in the criminal code for whatever they may relate to, that's in order. But here you are enacting law for this one, not for this one. In the event that if there is any crime or offenses that relate or that goes outside this, and it is prescribed in the criminal code, they will use the criminal code. So it is good as it is. Agreed, committee, please. Please, let's not debate on that. That one, remember we have done that here with even the Attorney General orders here. That is a settled way. It is proposed that clause 53, powers of enforcers stands part of
Chair,
Those
Chair,
in
please
favor,
do hear
please say
us.
aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
Chair,
Clause
Chair.
54, administrative penalties.
No, don't come back there.
Administrative
I'm not
penalties,
answering.
clause 54. Yes, 54. It is proposed that clause 54, administrative penalties, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 55, reporting of violations and whistleblowers protection.
Clause 55, committee, okay. It is proposed that clause 55, reporting of violations and blowers or blower protection, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 56,
No.
obligation of public and private entities.
56. No amendment? Okay, it's on the next page. No, there's no clause 56 in their report. Huh? Where? Me, I don't have. Where? No amendment. Okay, it is proposed that clause 56, obligation of public and private entities, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 57, regulations, resource allocation, implementation.
Chair, clause 57,
Yes.
regulation, resource allocation, implementation. Chair.
Yes, agree to stand with amendment requiring the replacement of the word made in subsection 1, line 1 to the word make.
There is a word made, they want it to be make. Where? The minister shall
The minister shall make
yes.
subsidiary.
Yes. Is that all? It is proposed that clause 57, regulations, resource allocation, implementation as amended, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. We are going back to the minister one and then the Woolly East. Sorry, sir, I'll come to you. I'll come to you. Honorable members, there is a proposal from Woolly East. Order here. We want to move that we rescind our earlier decision on clause 15 sub 3 to replace the phrase at least every 5 years to read every 5 years instead of at least. You want us to remove the at least. Yes, yeah, move that motion. Use your mic.
I move a motion to rescind decision on clause 15.
Any seconder?
Thank you.
Use your mic.
Seconded.
It has been moved and seconded that we rescind our earlier decision on clause 15 to cater for the deletion of the word at least to read every 5 years instead of at least every 5 years, to delete the word at least. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clause 15. It is proposed that clause 15, local climate adaptation plan, stands part of the bill as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. You know, there is this at least 5 years. That's 3 years. At least you are deleting the word at least. You see, yeah, this at least here. Delete. Yes. Yes, Minister 149. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Kiang West.
Okay. Honorable Chair, when we were looking at powers of enforcers, it is just that legal officers are not here to give advice. But legal officers were there from the National Assembly and Justice, and they advised on this. You know, in as much as enforcers has powers to enter premises and request for provision of certain documents, there is also protection of privacy in the national supreme law. Understand? And there are other legislation that also protects privacy of individuals in as much as you have right to enter those premises. So when we look at those provisions and they realize that it is important we put that one in accordance with the criminal procedure, because that also protects, premises that you are also getting, because there are people there and they also have right to privacy. So you cannot just go and do whatever you want to do. There is also a limit beyond which you cannot go. So this is why these were legally consulted extensively before we do this.
Remember all the piece of legislation that we made here that refers to it, because the criminal procedure has prescribed offenses and penalties for things that may not necessarily be on. Why you are doing this is you are doing a framework for this department, so you need to base on these laws. Because if you allow them open-ended based on the criminal procedure, they just go anywhere. They'll just see the criminal procedure say this, the criminal procedure say that. Now they even leave these powers that are not restrained, because power you have to control. You don't give people unrestricted powers. You don't do that. Yes, 40 minister. Yes, minister. Yes, you said.
Chair.
49. 49. Let's go to page.
Chair,
Let's go to clause 49.
I move that we still addition clause 49.
No, I'm not you, Wanjaka.
Well,
47, 49.
Yeah, you have to tell us first before we rescind the decision. We have to know.
we want to put the
No, we
complete.
cannot rescind this one without knowing. We have to know.
Yes.
If there is a need to rescind, we rescind.
Okay. Let me explain.
49.
Yes. If you look at dispute resolution.
Honorable
as part-
members, let's go to 49. Alternative dispute resolution mechanism. Let's listen to the minister. Minister, yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
If you
At least you listen to us.
Yeah, minister first.
We are making a law. Listen to us. Don't expedite or fast track anything here.
Member for Serakunda, you are out of order. You know that. No. Serakunda,
Yes.
Minister, please
Chair.
go ahead.
Honorable Chair, if you look at 49, alternative dispute resolution mechanisms, we are now referencing tribunal. That's the tribunal shall encourage. And in 47, we have already agreed to expunge that. So on this base, we will have to maintain that tribe, so that because that's the tribunal we are referencing, which we have already deleted.
Honorable members, you remember you proposed, the committee proposed for the deletion of that one, it has been deleted.
So that's why I said
She said 49
it's been
is
referenced.
referring us to that tribunal. So do we delete 49 also?
We'll have to maintain 47. Yes, because inside, yes, 49, and then even on the dispute resolution, we are referencing the same 47. Yes, that's what you said. 47, you said agreed with amendments. And you said this section to be expunged and transferred to the environment court. So I think we have to maintain it because it's been referenced. No, 49 is saying the tribunal.
Now, Honorable, you know the NEMA bill would be for environment, the court will be for environment, and all this environment resolution, whatever, will go to the NEMA courts. So when you establish it, so all the cases should go there.
This is exactly what cabinet thought
So
of.
now what you are going to do, then you should delete also this one.
No, this is why cabinet says the environmental tribunal established by an act of National Assembly. That is the only one we are referring to. So we are not saying that, and we are saying shall have original jurisdiction to hear and determine all disputes, offenses, and civic matters arising under this act. That's the environment tribunal that we are referencing to. So if you delete this now, you are going to 49. You are referencing the tribunal. Which tribunal now? Because you've deleted it already. So it should be here.
All right. I agree. Yes. Yeah, is it clear now? Yeah.
I'm talking to the chair. Don't say no, it's not clear.
Majority Leader, don't you come out.
It should be clear.
Or the honorable members. Now the other thing, what we could do alternatively is to name the NEMA bill. NEMA Act.
Yeah, because why we did not want to mention the NEMA Act, we will have to put the that was what was it, the 1994. In 1994, it's already under review. So that's why we just leave it and put the Act of National Assembly. Because the Environment Tribunal is going to be only one. And that is going to be established by an Act of National Assembly. So we don't want to specify and put any date.
Yeah, because the bill should have come first. Now that it is not enacted.
That is what
you
Camille
want to
also
only-
thought. Exactly. That's why we just left it open and said National Assembly.
You know, she's just making it open because they don't want to refer this bill to an act that have not been established, that does not exist. That's why the Upper Salom Pakala, yes.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say, because you can't make reference to an act that is yet
Non-existent.
exactly
Non-living.
Yeah, exactly.
Shekunda, yes.
I move a motion that we rescind the earlier decision taken by the plenary on clause 47 and reinstate clause 47 in the bill.
No, you know, we don't even need to rescind that one. No, because right now, no, we don't need that. Do we need? We need that one to bring it back. Okay, but no environment code exists.
No,
I mean, now for now, no environment
No.
code exists.
never.
All right. Okay. Yes.
Secondary.
Yes.
It's secondary. It has already moved.
Your motion, yes.
It's secondary.
No, I didn't allow it before. Let's move it now.
Honorable.
You know, since clause 47 was deleted, now I am moving a motion to reinstate clause 47 in the bill.
No, Chair.
No, order, honorable members. The order is an act or a tribunal. Sorry, it's a court or a tribunal.
He said
Court, not tribunal.
it's a court in the new one. Then no, the one that is coming. That's what I'm saying. The one that the name is coming. If the name comes, we'll now change it to tribunal.
Yes.
That is why we don't want to now reference the name. The name is coming. If it comes now, we change it to
So
tribunal.
would that not going to be a duplication of courts?
Order, honorable members. Now, before the name comes, if there is any issues or problem, how would you adjudicate that? Establish it.
This is why, Honorable Chair,
Chairman, please
Honorable
proceed.
Chair.
Chairman,
It's
point of procedure. There's
Honorable Chair.
a motion on the floor.
Don't do that.
But
Okay.
people are using the mic.
Okay, wait.
okay, this is why, instead of referencing that act, because it's likely that this bill will be passed before that. But all these environmental laws that we are currently looking at are drafted in line with the NEMA Act. That is the overall legislation. That is the overall legislation.
No, to restore that one, 47.
No. You cannot restore that one. What we are saying now is this other one that you are having here. There is no environment. There is no, how to call it, a
Environmental
tribunal.
court.
There is no tribunal there. It's environmental court. We have environmental courts there.
It doesn't exist.
No, Chair.
Currently,
Can
there
I
is
say
another
something?
one. Before this one is passed, there is
Yeah.
an existing environmental
No.
law.
No, it doesn't exist.
Chairman.
Yes,
Chair.
Salum, I'll come to it.
Yes, Chair. Yeah, I think it's okay to restore. Then when the NEMA bill comes, and if we are convinced that it's going to take the overall, then we can make reference to this particular one, that this one actually supersedes any other law. That can be done. So I think it's better you restore, and then once you go to the NEMA bill, then we
Then
can make
Chair,
it to
Chair.
supersede everything else.
You know, honorable members, this bill is not establishing any court or tribunal. It's referencing an established court or a tribunal. But wait. Honorable members, this bill is not establishing any court or tribunal. It's referencing. And those references are non-existent. It's referencing to a thing that is non-living.
Yeah, we did the same thing last week for the how to call it again, the the coastal, because we understand that we are raising with something, and this bill is before you now, and then somebody even said that now you is putting pressure on you to make sure that you expedite that bill as quickly as possible.
Chairman, please, can I
Because this is a trigger. That's why we are raising with it. Otherwise, NEMA should have come before this one.
Chairperson.
Yes, Majority Leader.
You see, we need to understand the wisdom behind the cabinet's decision. We understand that there is no court or tribunal that this act is trying to create in the first place. But then we are anticipating. That is why the bill did not specifically call it an act. It says by a legislation by parliament. You understand? They've been very careful in the choice of words. So we are in order to rescind our decision on clause 47 to restore that.
No, man, you know what is
I'm
the problem?
coming.
No,
I'm coming. What is bad is for us to reference a particular act.
No, you know what my problem is? You know what my problem is?
Yes.
You are referencing a law that is not existent.
I understand. We know that.
Now, if anything happens from now again, what do you do? In fact, it is not good. Order, honorable members, there order. How can you reference a law that does not exist?
Can I come? Let me learn. Allow me learn, Chairman.
No, you cannot do that.
No, wait. You know, in legislation sometimes. No, wait, just wait. Allow me learn. They will say so by an act of parliament.
Yes.
By an act of parliament.
By
an act of parliament.
Like what?
Let's now look
yeah,
at.
you are making reference to an existing law that doesn't exist.
I understand your argument.
I'm not making what you are addressing. You know,
Majority Leader. I understand your
Majority Leader.
We can paraphrase this thing, not to reference now.
Majority Leader.
Let's paraphrase this thing.
A law that does not exist.
I am not trying to reference now. I am saying.
It exists.
Well, it's not referencing here. Please, can you read 47, please? Chairman, let's read 47. We are not referencing now.
Wait, where's your bill? What it is saying, the environmental tribunal established already by an act of the National Assembly. What is what it's saying here? Look at the established.
No, the environment tribunal established by an act of the Assembly.
No, Majority, don't use your mic, please. What it is saying, established in past tense by an act. And any act is already enacted. If it is not, it will say a bill. Anywhere in mentioned act is already enacted.
We are just going to edit the past tense that established to establish.
No, even if you say establish, you cannot say
yes
because the act established.
No.
How can you make a law to say I am referring, Majority Leader? That is not correct. That's not wisdom. I am referring any offense on this law that I'm enacting today to a piece of legislation that is yet to be born. Honourable members, now let me ask the minister. In the interim that now, before the environment bill, if anything happens, how do you adjudicate that, minister?
This was considered, but once it is not there, you cannot use it. It can only no. That's what I'm saying. Even if this bill should come into effect without the name being passed at the moment, we cannot use it. It's saying that is established. So if it is not established, we cannot, unless it is established. That's it. Unless it is established. So now, if it is established, we use it. If it's not established, we don't have a tool.
Now, you are compounding the thing more than ever before. Now,
I have a solution.
Now, yes,
I have a solution. Yes, I think what we can do, yes, what we can do is let's rephrase it by saying an act of parliament may create an environmental tribunal to hear and determine disputes. May, that's enough. So which means whenever it's done, it's fine. So let's do it that way. Let's paraphrase it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's better.
Then we.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair.
Allow her to come here and do the work. You see what they are saying something there. Something you cannot do. or they are increasing the.
Honorable Chair.
That's not a problem. Yes, bring it.
Honorable Chair.
Yeah, Ken West.
You know, even including all those amendments, because this bill, once we are done with this bill, it is passed, we are expected to implement this bill to be implemented. Do you understand? So, and that this court is very much important. The tribunal is very important because people cannot go unpunished unless you want to rely on the general offenses clause. But however, this environmental tribunal cannot even be replaced by that. So this bill cannot pass. A NEMA bill is not even scheduled for this session. Are we saying we are going to leave the bill without implementing it?
Okay, now, Opasalum, can you read your proposal? Are you listening to Opasalum? Then you write it, take it down, note it down. Opasalum, yes, go ahead. 47.
47.
You want to paraphrase it this way? Go ahead.
Yes, an act of parliament may create an environment tribunal to hear and determine all disputes, offenses, and civil matters arising on this act. So that when it's created in NEMA, then everything is fine here.
No, what he's saying, an act of parliament may be created. Sorry, an act of parliament may create an environment tribunal to hear and determine all disputes and offenses and civil matters as they relate to. No, in this one, at least this one is better. Yes. Yes.
You see, I want the member to understand that this bill is as equally important as any other bill. And for these offenses issues should not bar us from passing this bill. We are now anticipating, now that it's not created, we said an act of parliament may be created to hear such offenses.
Honorable members, it is proposed that clause 47 we rescind our earlier decision on clause 47 and paraphrase it. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Now, honorable members, we have the one from Upper Salum. There is another one here. Let's hear this proposal. But I think I still go by with the one Upper Salum. This one reads, Environmental Tribunal. The Environmental Tribunal, no, now we have not voted on it. You have to vote on it now. The Environmental Tribunal, when established by an act of the National Assembly, shall have original jurisdiction to hear and determine all disputes, offenses, and civil matters arising under this act. Until such time as the Environmental Tribunal is established, the court established under the Constitution of the Gambia 1997 shall have jurisdiction to hear and determine. You don't need that because they have. Just give it yes. So I think we can only stop at because of the yes, offenses, civil matters, and arising under this act. It is proposed that clause 47 as amended stands part of the bill. Clause 47, which is Environmental Tribunal, it is proposed that clause 47, Environmental Tribunal as amended stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. That is it. Is that all? Honorable members, that's the end of the committee of the whole assembly, and now the House resumes. Honorable members, order. The House now resumes. Honorable members, the Assembly now resumes. Honorable members, the third reading of the Gambia National Climate Change Bill 2025 Honorable members, the third reading of the Gambia National Climate Change Bill 2025 scheduled for Wednesday, 4th April 2026 for the Honorable Minister for Environment, Climate Change and Natural Resources to move for its third reading. However, before this date, the Office of the Honorable Minister for Environment, Climate Change and Natural Resources is hereby urged to comply with Standing Order 72 sub 20 to ensure that the amended version of the bill is printed and circulated to members in advance. Honorable Minister, I want to thank you and your team, and of course, members of the National Assembly who stayed despite the fact that we are fasting only to enrich this piece of legislation. On that note, be it resolved that this August Assembly do stand adjourned until Tuesday, 17 March 2026 at 10 a.m. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. This Assembly now stand adjourned until Tuesday, 17 March 2026 at 10 a.m.